அப்படியே பிடிங்க.
இப்போ வந்து
Yes. The discipline appeal rule is given for the Indian railway men as a tool to defend his case. Appeal arises when there is a disciplinary action is proceeded with. The entire rule, the compendium of instruction on the both discipline and appeal are stated in the form of Discipline Appeal Rule 1968. It contains seven parts, 31 chapters, 18 standard forms. We will analyze in such a way that 7 parts are discussed separately for the purpose for which it is made in 7 parts. 31 chapters are given. What are the 31 chapters? Let us first have a lucid verification, that is for easy understanding. Number 1, short title, extent and commencement. Number 2, definitions. Number 3, application or applicability. Number 4, the authority empowered to make for the suspension. And 5, orders of suspension. Number 6, penalties. Number 7, disciplinary authority. Number 8, authority to institute proceedings. Number 9, procedure for the imposition of major penalty. Number 10, action on the inquiry report. Number 11, procedure for the purpose of minor penalty. Number 12, communication of orders. Number 13, common proceedings. Number 14, special procedure to be followed in certain circumstances. Number 15, the person's service lent to other government services from railways. Again, persons borrowed from other department to railways. Rule number 17, that is appeal. Orders against which no appeal lies. 18, orders against which appeal lies. 19, appellate authority. 20, form and content, time limit for appeal. 21, form, contents of appeal and then 22, consideration of appeal. 23, orders on appeal. 24, special procedure for the non-gazetted railway servant for referring the matter to RRT. 25, revision. 25A, review. 26, that is communication of orders, that is issue of services and notices. 26A, services and notices on behalf of railway board. Then repeal and savings. Then finally, the interpretation class and mercy appeal to the President of India is 31. These are the 31 chapters indexed under the discipline appeal rules. We have to concentrate on vital areas which are all very, very essential. If you divide the D&DL portion, one is a rule, another one is a practice. For practical purposes, you should touch number 1. What is the definitions of appointing authority, disciplinary authority and other authorities, like 5 authorities specified in various rules. Number 1 is disciplinary authority, number 2 is appellate authority, number 3 is revision authority, number 4 is review authority, number 5 is competent authority besides appointing authority. This is for practical purposes. Similarly, we have to see rule number 5. What are the rules for suspension? How the suspension come into operation? Similarly, rule number 6 is very, very essential, because which elaborately explains what are the penalties that can be imposed on a railway servant as a whole. It is like a IPC, Indian Penal Code. That is, what is the penalty, what is the offence. The penalties for the particular offence is explained in IPC. Similarly, there is no such specification what is the offence, what is the penalty. Generally, it is given as a whole as only 9 penalties. It is segregated into twofold, minor and major. First 4 are coming under the minor penalty, and next 5 to 9 are coming under the first 4 minor and next 5 as major, totally 9 only. At the most, the maximum penalty that can be imposed on a railway servant is only dismissal from service without consideration of any of the benefits under past services. But that also now has been diluted. That means the past services may also be considered in the form of granting compassionate allowances, even in the case of removal and dismissal. But only the future employment cannot be considered as a whole. That is why future employment is denied based on the order of dismissal from service. Coming to the point for consideration, what is the disciplinary stage, what is the appeal stage, what is the revision stage? There are 3 stages. Initial trial consideration in the court, intermediary, appellate forum, and finally Supreme Court. Like that, in the DR also we have got 3 stages. One is called as first disciplinary stages, where disciplinary authority come to play a role. for which you should know what is the procedure for the imposition of minor penalty under rule number 11. Again, you should know what is the procedure for the major penalty under rule number 9. So, in between there is a rule for the action on the inquiry report on the rule number 10. So, this as a whole, rule number 9, 10 and 11 should be understood fundamentally as the basis for proceeding on any government servant for the disciplinary action. This is general. Then coming to the next, wherever there is a special cases where more than one employee is involved, we have to go for the common proceedings. But similarly, when you are applying rule number 5 for the suspension, the same rule should be well understood under rule number 14. There are certain exceptions where there is no need for holding of an inquiry, which is vividly said under 3 conditions. That is 14.1, 2 and 3. When it is number 1, already decided by the court of law, there is no need for once again conducting an inquiry departmentally, which gives the provision for directly placing a railway servant, okay, like a suspension, directly you can remove him or dismiss him from service without holding an inquiry. 14.2 is a special occasion where it is not reasonably practicable to hold an inquiry as defined in the D&A rules. 14.3, it also again emphasizes it is not expedient to hold an inquiry for the when the security of the state is threatened. So the same 3 classes are available in the case of suspension as well as is reproduced as a special class under the article 311.1 where opportunity of hearing is not extended by invoking the rule 14.1, 2 and 3. This should be well understood. Again, going for the appellate stage. What is the appeal? When it can be appealed against? When it cannot be appealed against? Who is an appellate authority? What is the form and consideration of appeal? Which provisions are not contained in disciplinary procedure at the initial stage? Because it is the beginning of the disciplinary action. Therefore, the appeal stage is the second stage. Therefore, the consideration is more over and above the action required on the disciplinary stage. That is why we say form and contents, consideration of appeal, orders and appeal, all the 3 classes are added with the appellate authority besides the procedure laid down in the disciplinary case. Again, rule number 9, 10, 11 will be mandatory in all cases wherever inquiry has become made mandatory, even at the disciplinary stage, even at the appeal stage, even at the revision stage, even at the review stage when there is necessary. Therefore, the rule number 9, 10, 11 should be treated as vital, essential, fundamental and more significant. Therefore, one should be very thorough with the rule number 9, 10 and 11. Secondly, one should be very thorough for the practical purposes on rule number 6 also, because what are the various penalties defined, how it can be imposed, what are the circumstances, who is a competent authority, all that is said. Particularly when you are invoking removal and dismissal under rule number 6, 8 and 9 the penalty, the definition of appoint authority should be well understood. Then only you can be able to correctly implement the orders for the dismissal and the removal. In all other cases, the concept of appointing authority does not come to play a role. Coming again to vital area, after appeal stage, similarly revision is a third stage. Therefore, revision is only by the disciplinary authority, starts at the initial stage, continued with the appeal and ending with the revision. Both review and revision are the final stage, whereas review can be made only by the President and only under the absolute authority of the President, whereas the revision can be done anybody but not below the rank of a J grade officer of the division. Whereas the same J grade officer is working in the headquarters of the zonal railway, he is not considered fit, whereas the categorizing the officers is such that it starts from the President, next with the chairman of the railway board, then general manager, then the divisional railway manager, but not below the rank of the J grade of the division, are considered as the lowest authority in the case of taking up a revision. Whereas there is no such stipulation in a there is no such stipulation as far as appeal is concerned and disciplinary is concerned. Disciplinary authority for the purpose of authority to institute proceedings should be well understood. That is rule number 8 plays a major role in understanding who can initiate the proceedings. There again you should define disciplinary authority into 2 manners. That is, one is for gested, another one is for non-gested. This interpretation should not be confused with the imposition of penalty in practice. It is should be read in connection with the institution of proceedings as far as rule number 7 and 8 as a correlative, coexistent. As far as for the imposition of penalty, it should not be studied, it should be isolated. Coming to the final stage, the procedure which are all to be followed as a communication of orders. again like referring the matter to RRT, again like services of notice, again repeals, savings and application to the President of India under mercy. All that should be isolated and read separately. Now as a whole we can take what are the important things. Number one, rule number two, definition should be well understood. Again, the penalties under rule number 6 should be well understood. The rule number 9, 10, 11 should be well understood. Rule number 19, 20, 21 should be understood. 25 and 25A should be understood. These are called as vital. Then essential. What is most essential in this is procedure for the imposition of major penalty, which is considered as the pivot of the whole D&A rules, which revolves on the everything besides. Normally we are looking into various aspects of understanding what is the penalty, how often it is to be imposed. Either it may be a minor or major. In the major penalty, the procedure for imposition of major penalty covers the whole aspect of the discipline and appeal rule in total. Therefore, one has to compulsorily understand, study and comprehensively should be in a position to elaborately understand and apply his mind to reach a correct understanding of the D&A rules. In addition to that, we should also know what is the difference between minor and major. Because the minor penalty can be imposed without conducting an inquiry. Major penalty can be imposed only with the holding of inquiry. Again, you should know what is the exception to minor and major. Where even if you are imposing a major penalty, when you invoke the rule number 14, that means there is no need for holding a conduct of inquiry. That means when it is decided by the court, or when it is not reasonably practicable, or when it is not expedient. Similarly, even if you are imposing a minor penalty, you have to conduct inquiry under three circumstances. One, when the penalty is recurring in nature and exceeds over a period of 3 years. And number two, when it is affecting adversely the pensionary benefits. So at the circumstances, you have to be thorough that whether the conduct of inquiry is mandatory or not. So these are the general things we should remember before we are understanding. Now let us examine what is the definition of disciplinary authority, appointing authority, commission and all. We should very clearly understand the definitions what is given as it is in the book rather than committing our own way. Particularly in the D&A rule, we should read as it is without any comma and full stop and understand the vividly the clarity given for explanation. There are rules which is explaining certain concepts. It will come under the, again, D&A rule should be understood as a rule, sub-rule, class, subclass, note and explanation. All that as a whole as a part and parcel of the D&A rule. It is divided into 7 parts. Now we can go for understanding the 7 parts in a different manner. For advanced study. Stop on.
Super sir. Ana,